My next guest, tasked with helping the GOP win over young voters, Alex Smith is chairperson of the College Republican National Committee. Good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me on.
I know it's loud there, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me. And I don't have to tell you that the Republican Party has lost the last two presidential elections, in part for failing to reach out to young voters. So what does today's Republican Party need to do, and are they willing to do?
We as Republicans absolutely have to reach out to younger voters. Younger voters made up 19% of the electorate in 2012. They decided the election for President Obama. And what we found in 2012 is that we actually have to go where younger voters are and give them something to share. Going where they are means going onto campus, going online, which is something that our traditional GOTV tactics and messaging tactics just haven't done for young people.
So that really is about the process, but let's talk a little bit about policy. And social issues are very important to many young voters. I've talked to many of them. Key on college campuses, same-sex marriage. Is the Republican Party going to have to move on that?
You know, I think that debate shows a diversity on that issue in our party that's meaningful to some of the other issues that young people care about. If we in our party are having a conversation about the size and scope of government with that issue, that means that we have the credibility to address the size and scope of government with that issue when it comes to health care, when it comes to national security and the economy. And I think that young people in general want the debate. They're not, monolithic thinkers. They want to engage in the debate and the dialogue. And that's something that our party offers that the other party simply does not.
And yet you do have to look at these very specific issues. Same-sex marriage, only one of them. Republicans also ceded the women's vote by 11%. And, of course, we've watched several states working to tighten restrictions on women's reproductive rights. What type of message does that send to women voters? And is that something that is going to make a difference when young voters go to the polls? Very real issues for them.
I think that this entire war on women narrative, so to speak, is a deceptive one because it indicates that women only care about a certain of issues, which is simply not true. More women are in poverty under this president than ever, and what we see is that more women are going into higher education, and they incur unique burdens like student loan debt that the president has not meaningfully addressed. So there are a number of different issues that women care about, particularly jobs and the economy, and I think that our party offers a range of solutions and ideas on any of these issues.
But reproductive rights and whether or not you have to pay for your own health care, your own contraception, isn't that an economic issue, especially if you're a college student?
I think with respect to these issues, what we have to say as a party is about where we stand, and we have to be clear about it. And we can't allow the other side to conflate issues within this topic together. We need to be clear about where we stand, and I think that young women in particular are not adverse to multiple viewpoints on this issue. But we do have to be clear about where we stand and treat this issue like others as one, talking about human dignity and respect.
I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit because there are 26 names on the ballot of the straw poll, but I know that that's what you do. You're in constant contact with college-age students around the country, college-age Republicans. Are there a few names that you're hearing crop up over and over and over again, people who could really excite the young vote?
We have a number of different contenders for 2016 that are very exciting to us as young people. What we found in our 2013 research was that young people in general, they didn't really know who was next in the Democratic Party, but they certainly knew who was next in ours. They can name a number of different people on our bench, and I think each of them has something specific to offer to young people. I think that each of those names has something to offer. You can take someone, for example, like Senator Rand Paul, who speaks at college campuses, someone like Governor Christie, who is seen as a problem solver, which is very appealing to young people. But that's certainly not an exhaustive list, and I think that young people are excited by the debate.
Alex Smith, Republican National Committee, thank you very much.
Thank you.